Robert, you didn't hold your tongue right. It's not working.
You can see it's.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you go. Everything's good. Welcome, and please join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job, guys.
Very good. Thank you. Welcome to the Huerfano County Board of County Commissioners meeting for March 26th, 2024. We are now in session, and the first item is the approval of the agenda.
Commissioner, I have changes to the agenda as presented.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
And second the motion with a comment that I wasn't present for the March 12th meeting, so I'll abstain from this one.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for vote, please.
Commissioner Bennett?
Yes.
Commissioner Spooner?
Yes.
Chairman Bush?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Consent agenda, Mr. No.
So then I have the meeting minutes from February 27th, meeting minutes from March 5th, meeting minutes from March 12th. We hire for the jail, Sam Horton. We hire for the jail, Taylor Wheeler. Position of Kevin Archuleta, position of Francisco Lantis, competent pay of Kevin Pineda. And I have abatement number 24-04 for Shillery, Susan and DLA, 2023, in the amount of $441.60 for schedule 339350. I have abatement also numbered 24-05, also for Shillery, for the amount of 2020 for the tax year 2023, in the amount of $476.76 for schedule number 3339352. Abatement number 24-06 for Sarah Pino for tax year 2023, the amount of $385.07 for schedule number 60260. I have abatement number 24-07 for Gordon and Mary Wagner for 2023 in the amount of $77.47 for schedule numbers 3339846, 3398165. Abatement number 24-08 for Eli Richardson, the Old Castle Southwest Group, tax year 2023, the amount of $8,360.86 for schedule number 4448. Abatement number 24-09 for Ronald Reynolds, 2023 tax year, the amount of $19.46 for schedule number 3525512. And abatement number 24-10 for Red Wing Ranch, LLC, for the 2023 tax year, the amount of $261.04 because of the 5218784. And these are the recommended approval of all of those.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for vote, please.
Commissioner Spooner?
Yes.
Commissioner Bennett?
Yes.
Chairman Bush?
Yes.
Motion passes. Public comment.
Next, we have public comment.
No one has signed up on that.
Next recommendation.
All right, guys. All right. You want to come on, boys? We're good at this. Would you like them to stand at the mic or?
Yeah.
Okay.
State your name and address for the record, please.
This is the Destination Imagine team from Peakview School here in Walsenburg. Okay. Is this on? Hello. Okay. Would you like to step up and go first? Just come stand over here so you can hear the mic. Oh, here you go. Go ahead and tell them who we are and why we're here.
Our team name is the Five Panda Knights. Two of our teammates are not here today, but we were so excited that we got third place, and we're so glad we are going to state.
Okay. What would you like to say, Jesse? Tell them about what you're doing.
We're building
You can tell them.
We're building a thing that launches, and we got third place, so we're going to state.
Okay, and then why are we here right now? Why are we here presenting?
We're here.
What are you asking for?
We need $2,000 for our trip to Denver
Or why?
for the competition.
We are competing. Who are we competing with?
We're competing against a lot of kids,
The whole state, right?
the whole state.
Yes. So, these boys did a really good job. Like they said, we have 2 girls missing from our group. We went to the Pueblo Community College 2 weeks ago, and they presented a beanbag launcher to Destination Imagination. It's a science, technology, engineering, math, arts reading program that's nationwide. They worked hard together. There's no interference allowed from adults. They have to come up, create, and problem solve all on their own. And we were able to raise money to go to the first competition, but we're here today to request our city's help to go on to our state competition. Okay, is there anything else you guys like to say? Would you like to thank them for their consideration?
Thank you for your consideration.
Good job.
Thank you for your consideration.
Good job, Jesse.
Thank you for your consideration.
So, thank you. I believe that's all we have. All right. It's not interruptive if we go, right? Just because they're young and squirrely.
But wait, just for a second.
Sure.
So what's the
Let us
pleasure?
know what we're doing.
What's the pleasure, commissioners, on this? This is a request we should probably act on.
Just had a couple questions. So the total amount is 2,000.
Yes.
Has anyone else contributed?
Other than us fundraising, no. You guys are our first stop.
Well, let me just say congratulations on winning, taking 3rd place in Pueblo. And you guys ought to be doing great in state, especially if you have 2 girls to help you.
Girls keep them organized.
I don't know. You have a preference.
Preference that. I mean, I think it's a great deal. If they haven't done anything, they do half now. If they do the rest.
The commitment for the remainder?
Yes.
I would make a motion to give $1,000 now. And in the event that you're unable to raise the remainder of the funds, we will contribute the remaining to get you to 2,000.
Does that sound fair, boys? This is your
Yes.
call.
So your challenge is to try to raise another $1,000, go to Walsenburg or businesses or whatever you need to try everybody you can to get another $1,000.
You get really good at that presentation.
So I have a motion. Yep. Is that second?
Yeah, second.
A motion second. Any other discussion? Got that? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier, Commissioner Jeff,
Yes.
Chairman Boucher.
Yes.
Motion passes.
So you have $1,000. Go get another $1,000.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your help. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Bye. Land use, Mr. Young, Walsenburg campus.
I'll turn it over to Sheriff Jenkins.
That's a good move.
Good morning.
It's okay.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sherry Chamberlain from the Land Use Office. This, for Walsenburg Cannabis, it's just a quarterly update. I don't know if it's on Google or not. It would be David Lesser. But when I talked to him the other day, He said that he had nothing new to report except that last week they were going to have a showing, and I haven't heard anything else from it. But he said keep fingers crossed, but there's nothing else. So do we want to just have him turn in another quarterly report?
Well, yeah, we'd like to know that there's more movement. You know, if they've had any kind of movement on trying to sell the business or whatever.
He's reported several times that it's officially listed and that they actively are showing it. So I don't know what more he can do. The market's not really.
More than just
Conducive
the
to-
one that they have scheduled.
And I have checked the realtor site and it is on there to be sold. So, but they had one showing, and then they did have a nonprofit that was interested in it, but he didn't want to go as low as they were asking for it. So, and that was last quarter, but I haven't heard anything else besides that.
Okay.
I'm fine with continuing. I mean, there's nothing you can do. He's actively doing everything he can to move forward. So I don't see that he's not trying, and I appreciate his quarterly reports. I'm sure even those are not easy for him, as busy as he is. So I'm fine with moving forward.
All righty, I will let him know on that.
Motion to continue it.
Do you need a motion?
Probably, do we need a motion, Carl?
I don't think so at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah, if the only motion we would need is if you decide to cancel the CEP or start that process.
So
okay.
we're anticipating another quarterly report in 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
Thank you. Okay, conditional permit 22-57.
Yes, commissioners, I don't know if you remember, but back a little over a year ago, we did have Atlas Tower came and they were wanting to build a building with a self-sustaining tower on top of it that was 310 feet tall. You had made a motion that we needed to do a follow-up in a year, check to see what the progress was on it. And I did give him a call after the 1 year, or an email. And he said that at that time they were unable to proceed with the project due to budget cuts. So it got completely canceled. I did ask him if he was going to wait and want to pursue this later on in the future. And he said, no, just go ahead and disseminate the CP. And if they wanted to move forward in the future, they would reapply.
And so the process for revocation is just the commissioners make a motion and that's done. Is that accurate?
So if you want to refer to the bike commission, you can. But basically it's up in here, staff will bring it to you for ratification on the recommendation instead of on planning commissions.
And I do have the attached emails between Mr. Whitehead and myself.
Page 47.
Yeah, page 47, it says, unfortunately, this is one that we would not be able to move forward with. If it does come back online, we can always reapply as needed.
I will relate it, I guess. If he doesn't know when and if it's gonna happen.
Well, our thought is, why keep it online when they're not going to be able to do anything with it? So,
You don't want some people to forget this exists.
Right.
And up comes the tower 10 years from now and you're like, well, why is the
Yeah.
tower going up?
Yeah.
So
So make a motion, start the revocation process.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Evans,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you, commissioners.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
Action items?
All right, Commissioner, first have for you number 24-17. Election appointing District Award to the Board of Adjustment for a term expiring December 31st, 2026.
I'd make a motion to approve resolution number 24-17, a resolution appointing Destry DeWolf to Board of Adjustments for a term expiring on December 31st, 2026.
Second that.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Evans,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chair LaGuardia.
Yes, and thank you for stepping up. I appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure to assist the county anymore. So, one more time. Commission next item is resolution number 24-18, a resolution to establish the opioid settlement fund and authorize a transfer thereto. The commissioners, this would allow us to move the opioid funds that we get from the National Opioid Settlement to a specific fund for that purpose, and we would transfer all funds held received for that purpose, $21,268.37 from the special projects fund was deposited into this new fund.
Make a motion to, for resolution 24-18, to establish an opioid settlement fund and authorize the transfer.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion? I would just note that I anticipate more settlements coming from opioid companies, manufacturers, and distributors in the future, which will add probably more money into this account. Call for vote, please.
Commissioner Evans,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chair LaGuardia.
Yes.
Commissioners, next I have here resolution number 24-19, a resolution regarding a lease purchase agreement for the purpose of financing a prisoner transport van. This lease purchase would be in the amount of, sorry. It's about $90,000. The SO needs a new prisoner transport vehicle and needs the upfitting to make sure that they can safely transport prisoners in the event that they need to take prisoners elsewhere or transport them to the hospital or anything of that nature. Both for the prisoner safety and for safety of officers and the jail staff. So they put together a proposal from Government Capital Corporation for a vehicle in the amount of $79,888, and for the upfitting in the amount of $20,181.10.
And have you had an opportunity to review this and evaluate the company and make sure that we are getting the best deal and the best financing option?
I haven't reviewed the Government Capital Corporation. The selection of the van is from the state list. So I'm confident in that price. There's a possibility, of course, that we can find something cheaper, but that's a price that I wouldn't be not concerned about paying. What's upfitting, I believe we used that company in the past, so I'm also confident in that pricing as well. The interest rate on the lease purchase is 5.65%, and the sheriff's office believes that they can pay for this entire purchase out of the JBBS funds. They pay a portion out of this state fiscal year, which ends June 30th, and then a portion out of next state fiscal year, which begins July 1st.
Make a motion to approve resolution number 24-19. The resolution regarding the lease purchase agreement for the purpose of financing a prisoner transport van.
Do you need more time to be able to check that.
Yeah, if you want me to do some more checking into the prices into the company, I can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to find out just a little bit more about that. Um, before you give them full recommendation.
Good.
I would think.
I don't think that'll take me that long to bring it back to you at your next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. I'd like to have a little bit more time to absorb this and ask questions. You okay without a second and moving forward next week? Okay.
Carl, I believe there was a deadline on the first portion of the outfitting of this week. We might want to double check that with Melanie. Is she on there?
She is.
Because I believe the vehicle is postponed until next quarter, but they were going to try to do the outfitting first for the JBBS to qualify for this term.
You have a hand raised and Melanie is on. I have questions for everybody.
Go ahead and, right.
Ryan, you have a question? Please state your name and address for the record.
Oh, sorry, going through the mute. Hello, Ryan Geese, 6801 County Road 358. I've done substantial amount of research on those transit vans. My most recent van broke down, so I needed to buy a new one. 58 is a really decent price for a brand new van. Those are selling used at about 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly decent price.
Yeah, the upfitting's pricey. I can't compare it to that, but I would let you know the Transit 350 van. That's a pretty decent price. You might be able to shop harder and come down maybe 5, but that's pretty much bottom line rate for those at this point.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
Melanie, did you want to talk about the deadline?
Looks like she dropped on. Oh no, there's she.
Muted.
Melanie, you're muted. And Chrissy's
I
on
didn't
as well.
see any deadlines in here, but that doesn't mean could have missed it, but
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
up there.
Okay, so just a little bit of background on this. That is a state bid price, from the procurement program with the state of Colorado for the van. The upfit is,
Now, hold on just a second. He's turning up the volume in the room. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, try again.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, so the state procurement is, Ford is a member of that. So that is a state bid price. It is a very good price. There's Otero County and Prowers County have also used the upfit company. Once that upfit is purchased, that van, after it's purchased, will go to Texas, will be outfitted and returned to the state of Colorado. The funding for it is 100% funded through JBBS and MAP funds. It's actually a wash for Huerfano County. The county doesn't owe anything to purchase this van other than the upfit will be billed to the county at $21,000, whatever that figure was. Once it's paid, I'll submit that to the state of Colorado. They will refund that money in full to Huerfano County. The van, I will invoice the state of Colorado July of 24 for that full amount. It's fully reimbursable at 100%. Those funds will then come back to Huerfano County and we will purchase the van, have it outfitted, and get it in service.
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Sure.
So,
I guess second.
so you'll second the motion?
Yeah.
And you'll keep that motion on the table?
Yes.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier, Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Chairman Lucia.
I'm gonna say no on this. I still think we needed more information. More time.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next I have for you a request from John and Rebecca Brindle for a variance from the county's policy that electric cannot be turned on until a building permit is put on property. I'll let you read that letter. And then there's a similar letter from Jealous Goodpick next in the packet. Same thing. I believe they are neighbors and his bias. And both are attempting to use their land for camping before building a house.
I would make a motion to approve a variance for both the Brindle request as well as the request for the specific purpose that both of these properties fall within a gated subdivision with access to utilities and pretty restrictive covenants. Those covenants state that they can have a camper for up to 90 days. So I'd like to make a motion to approve a variance for both of them to receive their electric hookups through St. Isabel. With a reminder that there are still land use regulations in place. And so if they intend to camp for more than 2 weeks, they would need to get a Huerfano County camping permit through the land use department.
I second that.
I have a motion and a second discussion. And that's that I just want to emphasize what Commissioner Andrea said. This is specific to Dress Bias because it is a gated community and because they have covenants in place.
Utilities.
We don't want campers all over the county to think that this opens the gate for anybody. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Chairman Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next I have for you a request for a letter of support for commercial directed spending. You'll see attached a letter that Robert has drafted for the Museum of Friends. This is just a letter of support, doesn't involve any financial commitment from the county. And the Museum of Friends is looking for funds to have an exit strategy plan.
Make a motion to, for a letter of, support for the Museum of Friends. Try that congressionally directed spending request.
Second.
I have a motion and a second discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commission, next I have another similar CDS request from the Huerfano County Economic Development Incorporated. This request is for incubator and makerspace projects with the goal of purchasing the building they're renting.
Motion to recommend, I make a motion to sign and send the attached letter, as written.
I'd second that.
I have a motion and a second discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Andrea.
Yeah.
Chairman Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes. And next, the last of our CDS list, I have a request for a letter of support for the Los Angeles Huerfano County's District Health Department. And their funding request is for the creation of a one-stop shop health campus in Walsenburg at Fiesta Park. So they're seeking funds to help proceed with that development.
Make a motion to approve the letter of support for the Los Angeles Huerfano County Health Department for the fiscal year 2025 congressional district spending request.
I'd second that.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Gavin,
Yes.
Chairman Glish,
Yes.
motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next I have for you our our airport improvement plan agreement for transfer of entitlements. On this agreement, we will transfer $150,000 on our entitlement to the Leadville Lake County Airport. As a reminder, the FAA and CDOT Aeronautics arranged these transfer agreements amongst the pool of airports to allow them to pool money to get projects accomplished. Our current transfer pool, last year we transferred to Ray Municipal. This year it's Leadville Lake County. Next year it goes to Border Municipal, and then 2026, all of the money that went to them comes to us.
3-4 years.
It can be every 3 or 4 years, depending on the size of the projects and how they put it together. In this case, it's 4 years.
What page is that?
Page 87.
Make a motion to agree to transfer the agreement for transfer of entitlements and the amount of $150,000 for fiscal year of 22 and 23 to
Leadville Lake County.
Leadville Lake County Airport.
Second.
I have a motion, a second. Discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Angela,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Bush,
Yes.
motion passes. It's a great time up there.
Ooh. Good hassle, I think.
Commissioners, next I have for you purchase of living bid 231 in the amount of $3,608. This is for the airport liability insurance renewal. I did check with our broker to see if they give us a better price than any other carrier, and they were not able to find another carrier willing to bid. So this is the same carrier we have now, and what's your approval?
Motion to approve purchase order 231 for the airport liability insurance renewal in the amount of $3,608.
Second that.
I have a motion, second. Discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Gavin,
Yes.
Chairman Bush, motion passes. Commissioners, next I have for you a somewhat out of order request. Later today, we're going to meet with McKinstry about the sheriff's office HVAC. In anticipation of that meeting and you all deciding on an approach, I'm requesting your permission to apply for a Dole Energy Impact Grant in the amount of $200,000, which, if you go with the most expensive route, should be about half of that project. For the sheriff's office HVAC system.
Motion to approve submitting the application for a $200,000 DOLA Energy Impact Assistance Fund grant for the purpose of replacing the Huerfano County Sheriff Office heating cooling system.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner,
Yes.
Commissioner Dunn,
Yes.
Chairman Bishop,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioners, next I have for you your March 2024 vendor run in the total amount of $266,340.56.
Anyway. To approve the vendor run.
A second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Dunn,
Yes.
Commissioner Spooner,
Yes.
Chairman Bishop.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioners, next I have for you an amendment to the personal service agreement between Huerfano County and Safebuilt. Safebuilt currently serves as a building official, answering questions that our staff may have about certain buildings that exceed their knowledge. It's not a service that we use particularly frequently, but it does come up occasionally. It is built on an hourly basis. So it's a request just to extend that agreement. I will say that I think we are close to having both of our inspectors officially certified, at which point we may not need the service anymore.
We skipped the fireworks.
We did skip the fireworks.
Oh, oops. All right, going back one. Sorry about that. Purchase order number 234, the total amount of $5,970.23 for our annual fireworks show. This let you know this we did receive a grant from San Isabel with an amount of $2,000, and our park direct staff is also going to approach the hospital for some funds to help pay for this event as well. And they have a hand from Ryan Geese.
Is there a need to have more funds than the requested, or can you take the 2,000 off this total?
No, so the way county funding works, we still have to expend that full amount. We're going to get money in to pay for it, but the auditor would have an interesting time if we say pay 200, cut them a check for 200 for 2,000, and put 2 and 2 and 2 together and gave them 3 checks. I'm not sure how the auditor would react to that. So generally speaking, we just receive it as a donation and pay the full amount.
But it won't cost the entire 5,900. It'll at least be 2,000 less.
It won't cost us that because we'll have at least 2,000, perhaps 4,000 to help defray the expense on it.
Thank you.
Ryan, go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate the time. I just wanted to get a chance to point out the budget cuts within the county and the lower and I understand the lower prices there. Last year we had 3 or 4 of each of those items, and this year is only 1. And I just wanted to point that out. Probably a much shorter show and less staff required for presenting that as well.
I thought this was going to be the same amount as last year.
It is.
It
It is.
It might be the same. Well, I'm not sure if it's the same.
It's probably the price of, my understanding was the prices went up
Yeah.
considerably.
is.
Yeah, again, I'm looking forward to it, and but I just was looking through that. I'll look into each one of those units, but they're labeled as 1 each in those things, and we did have almost 4 of everything last year because we used 4 people that simultaneously to shoot that show. So, but I'll look into it, and I, as always, appreciate the ability to perform that show for the county. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Make a motion to pay IG Fireworks Pentacorp for $5,970.23.
Second for the purpose of discussion.
We have a motion second, discussion.
I don't think it needs to be said, but just reiterate that any additions, just or the regional health center would be greatly appreciated, and for our staff to continue to look for that. But also to do some research. I don't know that if what's Ryan saying is true, which I'm assuming it is because he's a big part of the show. It sounds like we're cutting the show into a fourth, and I'd like to look into that a little further.
Yeah, I'll double check what we got last year and I'll talk to Lester Ryan some.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Call the vote, please.
Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Blution,
Yes.
motion passes.
And now safe built.
All right, so again, this is our safe built contract for building official services. This checks to that agreement to keep using those services until such time that we have staff qualified to fill the role of building official.
What's the pleasure of the board?
I would make a motion to approve the safe build building official agreement amendment.
I second that.
Motion and second, discussion. Call from the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Chairman Blution.
Yes.
Motion passes. So, Commissioners, next I have for you a renewal agreement for our contract with Triad, their employee assistance program. This agreement is in the total amount of $3,120.48. That is $1.97 per employee. I've also included the utilization report. The utilization amount from the safe build is 6.81%. They said that's a little bit higher than the national average, which is 5%. I will say that from my end, I think it's coming in handy. And I think of this as somewhat of an insurance policy type of program. If the employee is in crisis, it's a place we can direct them. They've also come in, I think, really handy as far as doing mediations in offices and things like that as well.
I would like to make a motion to approve the Triad Employee Assistance Program Agreement with a comment to staff, just to make sure that we're constantly getting this in front of the managers in each department and all the elected officials, because I think it's a great program. I just would like to see it utilized. If Triad has any kind of training or webinars or flyers that we can distribute to the staff, I think that'd be a great idea.
I'd second that.
Have a motion second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Judd,
Yes.
Chairman Blution.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioner, next I have for you a request to approve an award. On January 25th, 2024, the county released RFP 24-01, seeking proposals from qualified individuals and firms to provide land use and planning services for Huerfano County Land Use and Building Department, including but not limited to application review, code revisions, and regulatory updates. Proposals were due on February 26th, 2024, and received 4 submissions. A committee consisting of the Huerfano County Planning Commission and the Land Use and Building Department staff interviewed the proposers and decided to recommend Urban Atelier for on-call planning services and Safe Built for floodplain management.
So is there an action associated with that RFP?
Yes, so at present, I need a motion to approve the recommendation. And then immediately following this, I have a contract for Urban Atelier, and I should have a contract for Safe Built in the coming weeks. You might, if you see the proposal for Urban Atelier, recognize who the principal is.
I requested motion for that 1875.
Page what?
175.
make the motion to, for the approve the solicitation for 2024 on-call planner. Is that the right one?
Mhm.
Yep. With RFP Irwin at their proposal and safe build proposal.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. So we know the fee proposal for Atelier is $100 an hour, billed monthly. And do we have the fee for safe build?
Not yet. They are working on that fee proposal, asking for an hourly fee because our floodplain management is something that we use frequently. But I think it's important to have on hand in case something does pop up before our staff becomes certified themselves. So I think at least one of our staff is interested in becoming certified.
So help me. So your motion was to accept the staff recommendation, correct, for the award, but so we can do that, but that does not make the award to safe build, correct? Because I don't.
The basic award doesn't approve the contract. So no work can happen until you actually approve the contract.
Well, I'm not comfortable making an award without knowing what a hourly rate is personally.
You have to approve the agreement when it comes in.
So if it's too high of a dollar rate, we can cancel it.
Yeah,
But we've already awarded.
doesn't matter. You can cancel. You can cancel an award even before you get to the contract. You can cancel an award or cancel a project or elect to go backwards.
Okay. Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? You have that, Erica?
So if you want to, you could also split the motion too.
Sure.
We can bring it back to you. Whichever you think. I'm just,
And take any ambiguity out. So split it.
Yeah.
Take safe build out, pending notification of what the hourly rate would be. And, continue with that in that direction.
You accept that as a friendly
Yes.
amendment? Okay, so I've amended to that motion, so we're approving request for proposals and urban outlier. And we'll bring back safe light or.
yeah.
Okay, safe build. Any other discussion? Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner.
Yes.
Commissioner Jett.
Yes.
Chairman Goshen.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioner, just have for you a contract agreement with Urban Clear for on-call planning services. The hourly amount here is $100 per hour. I've included a provision in this contract where things like code revisions or things that are more project-based, we'll basically do a work order for those, but the $100 an hour is for application review, standard processing, things like that.
Make a motion to approve the urban or on-call planning service agreement as presented.
Second that.
I have a motion second. Discussion. Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Spooner.
Yes.
Commissioner F.
Yes.
And Lucia.
Yes.
Motion passes. Commissioners, last but not least, I have for you a liquor license renewal for Timbers Restaurant in Pachar.
Timbers is in good standings. They've paid all their fees. Sheriff's office had no reports on anything. They're just pretty old.
Yeah, I was looking to see if you guys had a microphone. You don't, but I think it's okay.
Well, since it's all in good standing, as stated, make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion second to approve the beer, wine, liquor license. All in favor, or any discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Underhill,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chair LaBouche,
Yes.
motion passes. That was the end of action items.
I have one comment. Going back to the fireworks display, I pulled the invoices.
Yes.
It's approximately 8 less than last year, but it's also $1,000 less. So the packet that we ordered this year is different from last year's.
Ryan, did you hear that? Thank you, Kate.
Yeah. Thank you. I thought that I was trying to look that up, Kim. Thank you. I thought that last year's tab was over 7,000 some change, but I was looking through my files looking for that, and I'll follow up and make sure that we've got what we're paying for.
Do you want me to send these to you, Ryan, so you can look at them across each other?
I have the document, so I've already printed it out, and we'll start researching what those units are.
Thank you.
And you are correct. She said it was $1,000 less, but it's only 8 units less.
But it's a whole different packet.
It's a different packet.
Yeah, and I'll pull it back up, and maybe I misthought that out. So I'll retract those statements and do some research. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, correspondence, Mr. Young.
All right, Commissioners, first half of your monthly cap report. Then I have for you a typical update from CTSI on the new in-shop rule, safety program for surface mobile equipment. Then I have for you another typical update from CTSI on strengthening the numbers, power of cooling, and so that the benefits of CTSI. And those are your comments.
Questions? Staff report.
Commissioners, I submitted my staff report in writing. The high level things are our courthouse east facing issue project is almost complete. There's one more major item, which is the guardrails need to be completed. And also we found a crack when we were doing the last walkthrough on the patio. Not sure if it was there before or not, but they're going to look into that to make sure that that's in good shape, at the very least patch it. The website and technology accessibility rules going into effect July 1st. Anthony's been working with our elected officials to make sure that our systems are compliant. We believe that the vast majority of them are, and the website is. So we'll have to do some work because the important part of this is that it's both internal and external facing systems. So we have to be able to provide an accommodation for everyone with a disability on our internal systems as well. Avenue, CIC, stuff like that. I did receive a request for cleanup of the South Cemetery to waive the fees, and if you guys don't have an issue with that, I will work with them on that.
You want to set a cap on that? A total, nothing more than like one roll off, or then what is that, 300 and some bucks, $350 for a roll off?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay with it?
I'd just like to get it cleaned up.
I know. Keep it cool.
I don't think they'll abuse it. Whatever you think. I don't know historically how much they've done.
I've done it a couple of times, and there's cactus and sagebrush and rabbit brush and trash and limbs. Just to be quite a bit out there.
Yeah.
So let's start there.
Good.
They have a timeline
Before the next month.
I mean, is that gonna be, will they be able to work with that?
I spoke to Gerald who for this request, and he said might be a little bit different with the snow that we just had, but he said they're gonna put every effort to get it done before we turn it over.
Another storm coming Monday. Oh, but that's the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sewer project, basically we're talking with GMS about that project and sort of how just basically working on strategizing the capital stack. I talked to Dan last Friday, and she wasn't here yesterday, so I don't have she was working on the spreadsheet with the capital stack and the options, so I don't have that for you today, but once I have it, I'll forward it on to you. So basically there's two ideas of the project. Idea one is the most severe parts of the system, places where there's not enough slope or where there are bellies. That's generally the part right in front of the waste treatment facility, and it's the furthest end of the system. Those are the two worst areas. To address just those, as well as the outfall to the river, would be 1.2 million. And the price of everything else, like everything that's in between there, as well as that is 1.6. So with the money we received from the CDS request, it presents some opportunities. So can we divvy out part of it into another grant and use it for that? How does the CDS request impact the state revolving loan fund? My understanding is that the state revolving loan fund isn't a part of the CDS request as it has been in the past, but so it's balancing on all of those things and also trying to minimize the amount of the loan that is not forgiven. So we'll have more for you, more on that for you guys, hopefully this week or next. And then we have a hearing coming up next month with to handle the requirements of the CDBG grant. So, and last but not least, reminder that we are closed at noon on Friday for Good Friday, or close it. Don't forget.
On the Gardner Sewer project, I'd like to see if there's any way we could do the whole system. Because I really think that we should need to try to hand that system back to the community and not be the big brother and the bank for that in the future.
And second that.
Okay. Anything else? Any questions? Comments? Executive session?
No.
Anything else for the good of the order? I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you all for your attendance.
Have a good day.
Made it.
Yeah.